Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is my very first video, so I wanted to do a general intro to kind of let you know who I am, why I'm launching this channel, and what you can expect moving forward. So a little background, I am a first-time mom who is recently converted to a whole food plant-based lifestyle for myself and my entire family. My family including my husband and my daughter. And she is currently 1 year old, and a year ago I was not a whole food plant-based eater, and I was quite the opposite. So this is kind of, I'm sharing my story as someone who was just like the average person who eats meat and refined foods and fast food and all those things. So a year ago I was a carnivore, sugar addict. I would eat McDonald's on the regular, ice cream regularly in the evenings, and in between just a bunch of stuff that I thought was good for me in a sense in terms of animal proteins. And had you asked me if I would ever be able to become vegan or even beyond vegan, which is whole food plant-based, I would have thought you were crazy, because I would have thought it was not attainable, not sustainable, and I thought, I needed animal protein because, well, that's what we've been assuming because someone told us and someone had told that person that told us. It's been this whole chain reaction of just people going off what we assumed, but never looked into the science and the details of these foods that we put in our body. And wow, I'll tell you that once I had my daughter, my life changed, and it was a crazy whirlwind of experiences, extreme highs, extreme lows, and everything in between. And one of the biggest things was I gained 60 pounds during the pregnancy, and that weight caused me to have a more complicated labor, ending in an emergency C-section, and it was quite traumatic. And then I had a bunch of postpartum issues after that. And during the midst of all these crazy issues and trying to learn how to be a mom with, infant child, my husband got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And I had known nothing about type 1 diabetes. And wow, it's completely different from what type 2 is. And so with all of this, I had the privilege of being introduced to the whole food plant-based lifestyle and being able to get a kick start on healing my husband and healing myself and making sure I keep my daughter at optimum health. So seeing the blood work after doing a whole food plant-based lifestyle for myself and my husband, it was just shocking. Like, we had no idea how powerful food can be and how wrong we had it before. So it's been a journey, but I'm highly motivated, especially being a new mom. I want to make sure I raise my child right. And again, I had lived my whole life thinking meat and dairy was so necessary, but I'm so thankful that I've been reading books nonstop, and just the evidence, the science points to that it's not. And so what I'm doing here is, my husband and I, we've accomplished a lot together. We've done the impossible. We've reversed all his type 1 diabetic symptoms, and we got him off all his medication, including insulin. So type 1, if you ask any doctor, any person that knows anything about type 1, you're supposed to be insulin dependent for your entire life. And we've gotten him off everything because of this whole food plant-based diet and all the additional information in terms of supplements and optimal foods and sleeping patterns that have helped his body to heal. He's not fully healed. We're still on a journey to find the optimum lifestyle and schedule for both him and myself and my daughter. But I wanted to launch this channel to bring you guys along, because this is information that I think a lot of families are going through currently and will be going through. And my goal is to just give you the information I wish I had sooner. I wish I had this information before I got pregnant, you know, because that would have saved me from my complicated labor and, you know, some of the other issues. But I just want the information to be out there because I know it's going to help someone. I know it's going to save someone's life. Like, that's how powerful this is. So that's kind of my intention here. And again, I'm not claiming to be a doctor. I'm no expert. I'm no, you know, certified nutritionist or anything like that. I'm here to present myself as a normal person like you who is just highly motivated to get the facts, because it has personally changed my life, and I've read it in books and applied it to my life and seen the results in blood tests and in just my physical well-being. So this isn't assumption. This is I've validated it with my life. I've seen it firsthand, and I know it can help other people. So with that, you can expect to see videos on just whole food plant-based lifestyle, kind of how I started and things that I've learned along the way, some of the struggles I had, and also just kind of information I've learned in terms of diabetes, in terms of first-time mom things that have come up, and also how I'm feeding my daughter and transitioning her to her palate to be fully refined with the best foods. So I'm not perfect. I'm not some master scientist who knows everything, but I'm reading from master scientists who know everything. So I'm going to try and relay that information to you. I will recommend hundreds of books that you can read that will change your life depending on what you have going on. I have a lot of resources that I can definitely throw your way. So stay tuned, and if you have any questions or suggestions or recommendations, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will see you very, very soon.